Back. He'll be back at the World Championships next month, so a year of progress to Martin Schindler. It's been good to see. He's a nice lad and he's a real good player.
World #1 with the darts, as you see.
100.
Steady start. 2 Players' Championship victories and 2 runners-up spots this year 85. For Price. So much more confidence than
34.
A few years ago, and he doesn't feel the need to exhibit so much aggression. And I think there's definitely a greater respect now for Gerwyn from the crowd.
Yeah, but there has to be. I mean, despite all the shenanigans that's gone on, he's gone on to achieve great things. A 3-time Grand Slam
59.
champion, the Grand Prix, the World Championship, and currently world #1. And yeah, he's won over the crowd. There's still a few out there that like to
80.
have the odd little boo when Gerwyn Price is playing, but he channels it in the right way. He uses it to spur him on. And
58.
Looking for a last 16 place. Brendan Dolan awaiting, having beaten Richie Edhouse in his match on board 2 earlier on this afternoon.
60. They only require
I can argue
150.
Brendan Dolan was the closest anyone come to beating Gerwyn Price in the World Championship last year. A last leg decider in the 3rd round. So that'll be tricky if Gerwyn Price gets by here.
It's good last start.
180.
Quality last start. Nice setup for double 16.
Jason Lowe really missed the trick
49.
yesterday though, John. When Gerwyn Price is that below par, you've got to take advantage, and too many missed doubles for Jason. Been all so
Game
different,
shot,
but
the first leg.
confident start for Gerwyn Price. A hold in the opening leg.
Throw first. Game on.
He's away. Not too worried about hitting massive numbers at this stage. It's just a question of getting legs on the board. Schindler trying to respond instantaneously.
140.
Credit to Martin Schindler. Never easy when you lose your talk. I had to go and get it straight back, but not quite the impact of Dirk van Dijvenbode. But once he's got it back, we've seen the best version of Martin Schindler, and that's what we got with Dirk. Dirk obviously going on to major finals. Martin Schindler hasn't quite cracked that yet, but I'd say a real positive year for Martin, regardless of how it ends, and he can kick on in 2022.
140.
Still waiting for our first maximum of the match. Gerwyn trying to keep the pressure on this second leg, but this is good from Schindler. There's your maximum.
Good leg from
60.
Schindler. Potential 11 darter incoming to hold throw and level up the match. And got time, no pressure.
Game shot.
There it is,
second
11
leg.
darter.
Martin Schindler.
Nice.
Great response.
Going to throw first.
Very nice indeed.
He'll
be threatening that World Cup team next year, Martin Schindler. Max Hopp, who will next year.
140.
Gabriel Clemens, the standout German #1, but Schindler looking to hop back into that team.
We've said it before, Mark, haven't we? You know, people who've not been across to see darts in Germany maybe don't realise the terrific popularity that this game has over there. And if only they could get one of their players to make that breakthrough and win a big televised tournament, they would be huge stars.
34.
Yeah, Max Hopp made little inroads, didn't he? And maybe missed a trick when he didn't win the European Championship. I know he lost in the semi-finals, but there was darts
100.
to win the match, and it would have been Simon Whitlock in the final. But
144.
from there, Max Hopp's kind of regressed, but still young, still got time.
64 remaining.
104.
Oh, that's a great dart.
Martin requirement 161.
This would be a big shot from Schindler. Not going to go.
89.
Price requiring
Gerwyn
tops for the hold of
40.
throw. Set up with that treble 8, now double 10.
Game
And he knew that was a big one.
Gerwyn Price, full flag.
Guam is the shout. As in it went. Had that not gone, it would have been a real opportunity for Schindler.
29.
Schindler waiting on 72, and you can see how it can just six darts can turn a game. Schindler thinking he might get a poker, 72, doesn't, and then starts the next leg on his darts with 29.
34.
All of a sudden, under pressure in this leg.
And Price getting a great start. On board 2,
80.
Ratajski. Christian Ratajski, 2 up against William O'Connor. 2-0 the score there.
81.
William O'Connor withstood a barrage from Chris Doby yesterday, 10 maximums and 103 average, but credit O'Connor's finishing was up to the job, and he's going to have to pull out all the stops today as well.
An excellent match player, Webby, but Ratajski is so solid. I always think when I watch him, he'd make a pretty good poker player. He doesn't give a lot away, does he?
Certainly doesn't.
74.
His demeanour as well in the practice room, John. He's just on his own, practicing away, never really got people with him. He's just here to do the job.
Meanwhile,
82.
Price 9 darts down to 1-1-2. Is this going to go? Well, it won't go now.
And this all stemmed from that 29 start.
72.
And Martin Schindler opened the door for Gerwyn Price and afforded him time to just lay up the 112, and you just can't afford the world champion and world number 1.
82.
That sort of luxury at the back end of a leg.
Break of throw, beckoning. Double 10,
Game shot
and gets it.
Gerwyn Price.
Schindler would have been sickened by that. 2 misses, and he'll think, oh, maybe I'll get a chance after all. But it wasn't to be, and so 3-1.
Gerwyn Price looking a lot more comfortable today than he did against Jason Lowe yesterday.
Boosts his average over the 100 mark.
Gerwyn Price adopted it similar last week. He worked his way into the event. He wasn't too clever in the groups, but got through. And he made a real hard work of getting rid of Bradley Brooks. But from then on in, he got rid of Johnny Clayton, and on finals day, there was only one winner. Getting rid of James Wade and Peter Wright with relative ease, and with darts like that.
Oh, hello. That is perfection so far. 6 darts. Probably put the kibosh on it by saying there's a chance of you-know-what. But let's see if he can put this 1-4-1 away. He can't. And boos and jeers from the crowd.
Well, for one, sarcastic boos. Great effort from Gerwyn Price, but
87.
just regrouping. There we see, looking for the treble 7, but importantly, it's to open up a 3-leg buffer here.
Yeah, great effort. And 9 darts down to 54. Got a chance of an 11 darter. Tops he needs for 4-1. Used that as a good marker and roars his own appreciation out to the crowd. He only needs 2 more.
As good as Martin Schindler was yesterday, Gerwyn Price was a completely different challenge to Ian White.
Schindler's averaging a ton. But Gerwyn has got the big numbers when it counts.
83.
He's only had 1 dart as a double, Schindler, of course, which he got.
96.
He hasn't been afforded any opportunity since that 3rd leg. He thought he was going to get a go at the 72, but it's all been one-way traffic, and Gerwyn Price are just going through the gears here. Martin Schindler's playing okay, but there's no answer for the world number 1.
That was maximum number 3 for Price.
98.
And I don't think, well, he's put himself on a finish, but if Price gets ton 40, ton 80 even. Oh, look at that. Back-to-back, terrific, fabulous darts.
And this is basically what Schindler's been doing. The match feeding on scraps.
57.
Looking like
Going to
5-1.
require 58.
So here we go for 5-1, 18 for tops.
Game
An
shot
11
is
darter
flag.
again from Gerwyn Price.
Seventh leg go in the throw.
His fan club are loving it, and he only needs one more.
The average 106.5. It's just a dominant display, and when you're playing 2 games in a day as well, John, if you can get rid of your opponent in the afternoon with a minimum fuss, which it looks like Gerwyn Price is going to do, will keep him fresh for his game. Well, we think it's going to be Gerwyn Price taking on Brendan Dolan later on this evening.
Well, it would be an absolutely astonishing turnaround if Schindler were to come back from here. And Price is not looking in the mood to take his eye off the prize, is he?
There's one-way traffic here, but it isn't on board 2. O'Connor now levels up the match 2 apiece.
45.
Pressure in the Ratajski throw.
Price looking just to set it up now. Leave himself an easy opportunity when he returns. Tunnel do. He'd have liked to have had the treble 20 with that 3rd dart.
But his average up towards 110. He gets rid of the 84. It is going to come in a little bit.
Going to require
a clinical performance from Gerwyn Price.
Treble 8 he's looking at. Gets the 16.
44.
And in the end just elects to leave it on tops.
And he's been afforded that luxury. It's nothing to the detriment of Martin Schindler. It's the dominance of Gerwyn Price, and now 3 darts for the place in the last 16.
Sending out a statement here. Double 10. And there it is. Gerwyn Price in terrific form.